Welcome to Phoenix News. I'm your host, Julie Mahano. Today, Gossip XO pours you a cup of the latest scorching tea, Phoenix Sports reveals why a key player sat out the Super Bowl, and our latest challenge is definitely cringeworthy fun. Last but not least, local MC Once spits some bars of truth. On your marks, get set, let's go. So this is our second part to our Millennium Try Not to Laugh challenge. With us for Group 2, we have Jose and Santiago. Our contestants are ready, so let's begin.
Okay. Two antennas on a roof fall in love and got married. The ceremony wasn't much. Two antennas met on a roof. They both fell in love.
2 hours later.
Still hot in here, dude.
Alright. Alright. Two antennas met on a roof. They fell in love and got married. The ceremony wasn't much, but the reception was excellent.
That was not even funny at all. Dad, can I watch TV? Sure, but don't turn it on.
Okay. A jumper cut cable walks into a bar. The bartender says, "I'll serve you, but don't start anything."
Not funny at all. Alright. What do you call a fake noodle? An impasta.
Okay. Nice, I guess. A woman has twins and gives them up for adoption. One of them goes to a family in Egypt and is named Amal. The other goes to a family in Spain. They name him Juan. Years later, Juan sends a picture of himself to his birth mother. Upon receiving the picture, she tells her husband that she wishes she also had a picture of Amal. Her husband responds, "They were twins. If you've seen Juan, you've seen Amal."
That was cringy. What do you call a mountain climber? Wait, no. What did the mountain climber name his son? Quit.
I didn't find that funny. A dyslexic man walks into a bra.
Is that a joke?
Supposed to be one.
Oh, can I laugh now?
Whenever you want.
Okay. This graveyard looks very crowded. People must be dying to get in there.
I didn't find that funny, really. Either way, a man walks into a bar with a slab of asphalt under his arm and says, "A beer, please, and one for the road."
Not funny. How many apples grow on trees?
No, I don't know how many.
All of them.
Ooh. Last time I heard that one, I laughed so hard I fell off my dinosaur. Two cannibals are eating a clown. One says to the other, "Does this taste funny to you?"
No, not funny. What's a Forrest Gump's password?
I don't know what.
One Forrest one.
Oh, okay.
This is the part where you're supposed to laugh.
Make me laugh then. Doc, I can't stop singing the green, green grass of home. That sounds like Tom Jones syndrome. Is it common? Well, it's not usual.
No.
It's not unusual.
No.
Excuse me.
Where did the one-legged waitress work at?
Where?
IHOP.
Two cows are standing next to each other in a field. Daisy says to Dolly, I was artificially inseminated this morning. I don't believe you, says I found it funny.
Oh. All right. How do you find the electricity in the ocean?
In the currents.
Yeah.
An invisible man marries an invisible woman. The kids were nothing to look at either.
Was that the joke?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the weather on the ocean?
I don't know what.
Depends on the season.
I went to buy some camouflage trousers the other day, but I couldn't find any.
I don't get it.
I don't either. I won again.
Oh, I like this game. Oh,
Tommy likey.
Stranger Things has become such a huge phenomenon. The amazing characters and intense storylines capture the audience's attention, including our very own Gossip XO team. So let's watch as Sarah and Manuel interview Millennium's own superfans and spill the latest tea.
Hello, my little badmies, to another episode of Gossip XO on Phoenix News. My name is Sarah, and next to me I have my best friend, Manuel Morales, my boo, my right-hand man, my ride or die, my everything. So I hope all of you guys had a wonderful Christmas and a Happy New Year. So we actually do have some very strange things for you guys. Go ahead, Emmanuel, take it away.
Thanks, best friend. So some strange news we found out today is Camila Cabello released her new album, I think it was 3 days ago.
Something like that.
She's from Fifth Harmony, and it's actually really good. I've heard all of her songs. They're actually really good. You guys should go check it out on iTunes, Apple Store.
I kind of listened to her. She's pretty good, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. And some really breaking news we just found out. Kim Kardashian had her surrogate baby. She had it, I think, 2 or 3 days ago.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought she was, oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow, I did, okay. Wow.
She had a baby a few days ago. And then we also just found out last week that Khloe Kardashian is officially pregnant. She was on the show the Ellen Show, I think, last week. And she said to the whole world that she was pregnant. So she is currently 6 months pregnant. But then there was also some hate that was going around with her because you know how she likes to work out and stay fit?
Yeah.
So people were saying that she shouldn't be working out while she's pregnant. And she was working out while she was pregnant. And people are like kind of bashing her. But I mean,
it's not even, okay, maybe if she was like 8 months pregnant and still doing that, that would be a little like crazy fries, but right now she's still Gucci.
But we don't have the info on Kylie and her being pregnant yet. I mean, she's been MIA for about
like
almost
3
a
months.
month.
Yeah. Has it barely been a month?
Yeah.
No, it's been way longer.
2 months maybe.
2 or
She's
3,
been
something
MIA
like
about
that
her
though.
being pregnant. So I mean, we don't really know.
She's been wearing like a lot of oversized clothes and like she's been like kind of like hiding away from like the paparazzi and stuff. It's kind of weird.
In breaking recent news, we just found out that Stranger Things star Millie
Hold
Bobby
on.
Brown.
This is going to be a lot of spoiler alerts, so just letting you guys know if you do not want to hear any of them, exit now, don't listen to it, cover your eyes, cover your ears, do whatever you have to do. Okay, go on.
Millie Bobby Brown and Jacob Sartorius, he's a Musical.ly star. Are they officially dating? They confirmed it, I guess, on Monday, on this of this
Something
week.
like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, there's another artist you guys should go listen to, Russ. In recent news, he just came out with a new song, Flip. He's a pretty good artist. He's amazing. You guys should watch his interviews on YouTube. He has some pretty good songs
It's
on
honestly
there.
pretty good. We've heard it. We've jammed to it a few times in the car.
I've loved his. I've started actually watching his songs since last year and going on 2 years with listening to him, and he's pretty good. He's good at everything he does. But yeah, so you guys should go listen to him.
So let's get right into it. We have our Stranger Things Q&A panel coming up. Welcome to our Stranger Things Q&A. Up here we have Isaiah Flores, Joni Maya Mendoza, Sarah, me, Marcos Duliva, and we have Christian Flores.
All right, guys. So, who's your favorite character, Isaiah?
I'm gonna have to go with either 11 or Dustin.
Why? Why out of them two, out of everybody else?
I think 11 is really complex, and I like the kind of the different vibe she gives off, and I think Dustin's just hilarious.
Dustin's super funny.
Yeah.
Do you
I
guys
love
remember when he had the little Demogorgon thingy? He kept it as a pet.
Oh, I thought that was so cute. I like how he was trying to save it.
Yeah.
Oh, even though it was a bad monster.
I mean, it ended up eating its cat, so
Oh,
it's
yeah,
kind
I
of
couldn't
gross.
feel bad for it.
All right.
Right.
What about you, Jody?
I like Dustin.
Yeah.
He's
Me
just,
too.
he's just
Honestly.
hilarious.
I thought he was dorky in his own little way, and I liked it.
I'm with Isaiah, honestly. 11
Yeah.
and Dustin, they're
Me
kind
too.
of dope people. They have their own personality, so I mean, yeah. What about you, Marcos?
Yeah, definitely Dustin. I hate to be a bandwagon and hop in everyone's thing, but yeah, definitely Dustin. He's just funny. It makes me laugh every time I see any of the episodes.
Oh yeah, Dustin too.
No,
No, for real. He's pretty funny and he reminds me of your brother, Michael G.
Hey.
So yeah,
Yeah, okay.
That's true.
definitely stands out of the whole group. So
What was your favorite part of the whole season?
Ooh. I'm gonna have to go with the 11 entrance towards the end of the season.
Oh yeah, that was
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
hella-
Am I allowed to cuss?
I like how.
Okay.
Honestly, I like how she made that one girl on the skateboard fall
Oh.
when she thought
In the
that
gym?
her and Mike were
Oh, in
having
the
a
gym?
thing.
Yeah, it was so
so that's so
funny.
funny.
Yeah.
Dude, what was I think? We're falling on the floor laughing to that
That was
part.
so
Yeah,
I thought it was so
She just-
funny.
She was gonna break her neck.
Dude, I know.
Yeah.
I was oh my
So
gosh.
bad. I'm scared.
My favorite part probably have to be the very first episode when we found out that she had a sister. I think she was pretty cool. She had the tattoo and everything, and it was what?
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty dope.
I didn't really like it, to be honest. I didn't like how she was there 1 minute, she just disappeared.
I mean, she played a big part. She brought 11 that flashback of her dad that took care of her when she was
Oh
in
yeah,
the
that was really
Yeah.
sad. I thought it was cute.
Yeah. What about you, Marcos?
I don't have a specific episode, but I liked every time Will was in Upside Down. I thought
Oh,
I
didn't
thought-
like
That part
it.
was so
That was
weird.
weird.
I just really liked the graphics and the whole scenery. I thought it was really cool.
That got me confused.
I thought it was super cool.
I thought it was gross how went inside of Will and
Oh,
lived in his
yeah.
body.
I thought that was really
so
gross.
And how they took him to that one house and they set him literally on fire and he was all hot.
yeah.
That was gross.
Oh,
and it came out of him.
I didn't like Bob's what is it? Advice for him being yeah, just face the monster. It'll be
Yeah.
okay. I didn't like that. It's just no.
That's terrible advice. He ended up dead for 2 seconds. Hell nah.
Yeah.
No, we have to talk about Bob's death.
Bob's
That was-
oh rip.
They did him dirty. Honestly, he didn't deserve to die like
Bob was
that.
such a good guy.
Bob and
He had so much.
and Joyce were gonna get
I
married.
know.
I felt it.
I
It
felt
was
it
in the
too.
air. It was everywhere. I mean,
They could have had more kids. No, they
He
had to
need-
kill them
they're
off.
old.
He was
They can adopt Manuel.
Got
I'm sorry.
devoured.
Yeah,
It
he was the only
terrible.
person that spoke that one computer language. But anyway, he volunteered out of everyone just because he knew that, and he saved everyone. And I was so confident he was gonna make it out until right at the very
The
end.
He
door,
did-
Bob.
The door.
Literally
I know.
not even
They
5 feet.
They
The
stopped to
demodogs.
stare at each other for a whole
I don't know who
minute.
does
I'm
that.
why?
Who does that? I would
Just
run.
get out.
I'd move out the way.
everything was fine. They were at the door. They were gonna run, and then boom.
Yeah.
It was bad. It was.
How about from the first season? What did you guys like?
Oh, I like the part where they took 11 to school and they made the bullies like pee himself.
Dude, that was so funny.
I like when she broke like the bully's
Oh
arm.
yeah.
Yeah, and like she saved Mike, right?
Mike,
From the
yeah.
cliff. I like how she did that
Yeah.
too. I thought that was pretty cool.
And they were like all hugging. They were like a little family, and I was like, bruh.
Oh, I like when I think it was Dustin that was like, she's our friend and she's a freak.
Oh, yeah.
I love that part so much. I looked it up on YouTube. I watched it like 10 times. I thought it was so
Yeah,
funny.
I remember that. You kept watching it on repeat. I was like,
All right.
what about you, Christian?
What?
Any favorite episodes or like scenes from season
What
1 or
about,
2?
was it season 1, I think, when the group of like guys thought like found Will in the creek dead?
Oh,
Remember when they
I remember that.
I was gonna cry.
Yeah, me too.
So
It
bad.
was all bad.
Okay, what didn't you guys like from season 1 or 2?
It's not so much that I didn't like something. It's more that I preferred. I feel like season 1 was just. They were both really good, but I preferred season 1 a lot better.
Me too. I honestly like
Same.
season 1.
They like brought a bunch of new characters, and like I don't like what's that girl, the redhead, the
Max.
brother.
Max's
Oh,
brother.
wait, her
Yeah.
brother.
Billy.
Oh, the
I
ginger.
didn't
I didn't like
him.
him.
I hated
didn't
him.
like him.
He had a nice car, but I don't like him.
That was a crazy scene when he went with the sister and she was with a group of guys, and then he was trying to like get her to leave. You guys don't remember that?
Wait, the one when he found them all in like the house.
Yeah.
And-
And
oh,
then
that was.
he was getting really
I was
aggressive.
so
Yeah,
scared.
he fought Steve. It was hella funny.
Steve.
Kind of funny.
Steve needs to learn how to like fight because he
Yeah.
didn't even know how to fight in the first season.
Gotta
What do you think
learn
about
his
Max?
I thought she was super cool.
Yeah, I thought she was pretty cool too.
She's very tough.
She was
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
She was a baddie. She like
Yeah.
She was Betty.
she like injected her brother with like some medicine. He was out.
Dude,
I was like,
yeah.
It was like a
That's
horse
really cool.
tranquilizer or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
that was hella dope.
my God.
though.
And then she
Like-
drove the car.
It was. I thought it was funny when Steve woke up and he was like, "What is
I know,
happening
his
right
nose-
now?"
his nose
Oh
was
yeah,
so
no, and then
big.
he thought like that Mike was Nancy. He was like Nancy, and Mike's like, "What are you talking
Dude,
about?"
that was so funny.
Because they look alike, probably.
All right, guys. So that's all we have for this week. Anything you want to add, Manuel?
Wait, one more question. What are you guys like expecting for season 3? Do you guys expect anything new? Anything? Because I mean, like we also saw the last episode of season 2 when like they like brought it back to the dungeon,
Oh yeah,
to the
upside down.
and like it popped up again. And the monster is back. So what do you guys like think? Do you think the monster's gonna come back?
Demogorgon?
I
The
think
Demogorgon,
so.
yeah.
No, that's the shadow monster. The Demogorgon's like the tiny one.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
There was a lot of Demogorgons, right?
Yeah,
Demodogs?
the
Yeah.
Demodogs.
Yeah, the ones that ate.
Demodogs,
Bob.
remember?
Yeah.
They
Dustin
bought
made that
that.
word, Demodog?
Demodog. Everyone kept fighting on him on that. It was funny.
But honestly, season 3, I don't really know what to expect.
Yeah.
They could take like a turn anyway, but
They better not add new characters because it's kind of confusing to everyone's name. And
I don't
just,
like.
Yeah.
I don't like when people
adjust
add
to
new
every-
characters and stuff.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
I want
like
Kali back in season 3.
Yeah.
I just want to see
Yeah.
her back.
I want Mike and 11 to date.
Oh.
Because when
Well,
they're slow
yeah.
dancing, I thought it was so
Yeah.
cute. I thought that was adorable. So that's the end of this week's episode.
All right, thanks for watching. Thanks to Christian, Marcos, Isaiah, and Jody Meyer for joining us onto the panel. Tune in next week for another episode of Gossip XO. We're out.
Moving on, let's find out why Malcolm Butler sat the Super Bowl out.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Phoenix Sports News. I'm Alex Heredia and I'm here with my co-host Christian Flores. Today we'll be talking about today's latest sports news. To start it off with the NFL, Malcolm Butler responds on why not playing in Super Bowl 52. What do you got to say about that?
You know, I feel like he earned his spot as the cornerback position. He made a couple big plays in Super Bowl last 2 years ago, so I feel like he's earned his spot as first string. Coach said that he wasn't starting before the anthem of the Super Bowl this year, and I feel like he felt disrespected in a way from the organization, and I feel like he's gonna have bad blood with the organization. He probably wants to leave. So
He said that the rumors that have been said about him are not true. He did not pass curfew or did not do any other activities. He spent the week with his family during the Super Bowl, or during that Super Bowl week, and I feel like and the report also say that he got showed late to practice. I feel like that is no excuse for him not to play, knowing that he has experience and stuff like that. Do you feel like him being late to practice is an excuse of why not being able to play in the Super Bowl?
I feel like it's no excuse. I feel like, to win a game, and especially the Super Bowl, you got to put your best players in there. And as far as they didn't follow through with that, you know. And I feel like Butler's, you know, definitely, like, again, he's deserved his position as a cornerback. So I feel like, yeah, he should definitely get the spot.
Reports say that they chose Stephon Gilmore over him due to matchups, but either way, Malcolm Butler still has the experience playing in Super Bowls. Stephon Gilmore does it. Butler knows what it feels like to be under pressure, and he did that play versus Seahawks 2 years ago. Moving on, Colts left back Edwin Jackson has sadly passed away after being struck by drunk drivers early Sunday morning. Now today's breaking news, Jimmy Garoppolo signs a 5-year, $138.7 million deal with the 49ers. Now moving on to the NBA trade deadline day. Today's a big day in the NBA, and there's a lot of trades going on, especially with the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cleveland Cavaliers have traded Isaiah Thomas, Channing Frye, and the first-round pick for Jordan Clarkson and Larry Nance Jr. with the Los Angeles Lakers. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, I feel like Isaiah, he needed a different position. You know, I feel like he wasn't having it, and it just wasn't going together as a whole team. The Cavaliers struggled throughout, especially this month of the season, and I feel like this was a good trade for the Lakers. For the Cavaliers, I feel like Jordan Clarkson and Lance Jr. will fit perfectly. I feel like they need a big guy other than Tristan Thompson in the paint. Especially that Larry Nance can get up there. He can get pretty high up there. So,
moving on to soccer. Barcelona advances to the Copa del Rey final after beating Valencia in a 2-game series by a score of 3-0 in both games. And 2-0 in the first game and 1-0, which was today, which made it 3-0. And now Christian Pulisic is not interested in playing in the Premier League. Christian Pulisic has a lot of talent to be playing in the Premier League. Playing the Premier League for him would help him a lot towards the future. It would make him more competitive. Just the fact that the Premier League is the most competitive league in the world. I'm not saying that the Bundesliga isn't where he's playing at right now. It's helping him, but I feel like he'll eventually has to get to that point where he needs to get better, and he will become that superstar that USA has been looking at this kid for a long time. He will eventually become a big star. That is all for today. Thank you for tuning in. See you next time.
Last but not least, we have local MC performance and interview with Salinas' own Once. The former battle rapper sat down with Alex for an interview and gave us a performance.
Hey, this is Alex from Phoenix News, and today we have a special performance from Salinas' own Once.
Okay. Not too many MCs coming out of the bowl. Use the rhyme and the flow with heart, mind, and they soul. Misguiding the youth cause they blind like the mole. I'm divine with the scrolls, setting fires that shows. Also unpredictable like the tide of the coast. I learned the truth is in the books, not online with the trolls. Been fine with my clothes since about 5 I suppose. Outgrowing my pumas, they were hurting my toes. Mom said don't matter if it's new, just as long as it's clean. Cause before the 501s, it was JCPenney jeans. Damn, those were the days no cares about anything. Now I worry about my health, more so for mini me. Because he just turned 6 and earth is ripping from the seams. They wanna make us hate each other with the finicky schemes. So I told him to be confident, stick to your dreams. I know he's still a little boy, but pray he gets what I mean. If I leave before expected, hope I left with grace. Cause most of this new music's like a septic tank. I never thought I'd leave the church and have eclectic taste. So I hope you feel my sound like an electric bass. And when the going gets tough, it's time to flex your faith. Nobody said it would be easy, it's a stressful race. So just shine like the diamond that the pressure makes. Take your time, slow up people and press the brakes. Let's go. Yeah, it's a change we need, like a change of scenes. It's a change we need, yo. And sometimes we gotta change some things. It's a change we need, yes, a change indeed. Let's go. Yes, it's a change we need, like a change of scenes. It's a change we need. And sometimes we gotta change some things. It's a change we need. Let's go. Yes, peace. Yo, it's a change we need. Let the beat ride out, let the beat ride out. Yes.
Hey, we just got a performance from Salinas MC Once. How are you doing today?
Hey, what's going on?
I got a couple questions for you.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm originally from Salinas, man, born and raised. Been here all my life.
What made you become a rapper or an artist?
I started out when I was really young, man, like just writing, probably like middle school. And honestly, it was just a way to vent back then, just get things off your mind, and whether it was any depth to it or just to have fun. Then started writing more through high school. Actually would battle like friends in detention. We'd pass the paper back and forth to each other, just a couple bars, and I'd pass it to him, and then, you know, go back and forth like that. And after high school, I started taking it a little more seriously, started recording.
What kind of hip hop are you into?
Oh man, I'm into the classics. I like a lot of, I like some new stuff. I like a lot of older stuff. A lot of OGs are still putting out great music. Large Professor, I like Diamond D, Pete Rock. A lot of East Coast stuff, but a lot of West Coast underground as well.
How do you feel your career so far is going, and how long have you been doing it for?
Oh man, I've been probably performing and putting out work probably about 10 years now, man, roughly. It's been going good. It's nothing like I'm not really expecting a blow or anything, but as far as me, you know, having a full-time job and a fiance and my 6-year-old, man, it's a good thing to do or a good thing to have, you know, as an outlet.
Why did he decide to take this road as an artist?
Oh man, like I said, man, I think everybody has their own talent or their own something that they're blessed with, and I feel like that, you know, this was one of my blessings in life to have the ability to put words together and put it over music, and I just stuck with it. You know?
What do you feel you're best at? You're best at like freestyling or like just sitting down like writing? Or both?
I would say both, but you know, that's just me being me. But I like to freestyle, man. So I'd say more freestyling.
Just
you
like
know?
stuff, whatever comes in your head.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Open ciphers and just even if it's just myself driving, man, to a beat, I'll just freestyle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for him.
I see you have a son, and how has he impacted your life and career?
Oh man, he's impacted it greatly. A lot of things, you know, situations come and go, good and bad, but every time I look at him, man, I know that I'm blessed and that this is like my inspiration to never give up and show him what it is to be a respectable man and you know, be a stand-up person, you know, in this world, you know, which we know is getting crazier every day, man. So that's what I just kind of stay conscious about as a musician, as a father, just, you know, what am I saying, what am I doing, or what am I showing my son? Because that's the most important thing, man, and that's the future, you know what I mean? Yeah. You guys are the future, but that's even more of the future, you get what I'm saying?
You just see things a whole different way now.
Yeah, it's a different perspective on life, man. So, and he loves music too. He's like my little hype man. Sometimes we'll battle each other, you know what I mean, in the car. Sometimes he gets some bars on me, surprise me, but man, he brings so much joy, man, you know. That's another inspiration when I'm putting the pen to the paper, you know what I mean? Yeah. What I'm writing about or what I'm going to spit that day or try to, you know, put on a track.
Okay, well, it was nice having you around.
All right, man.
Thank you. Do you mind doing another performance for us?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, all right.
That love light shines bright like I might die tonight. And if I don't, I won't be the last MC to say it. Or the last CM to spray it. Give you my life and portray it like God can give it and take it. So please don't ever forsake it because this life is so sacred. I'm trying to take it to levels never seen before. I'm mean, I'm raw, plus better than ever. So I'm ready for war. You could cut me, you could shoot me, couldn't get to my core. For my family and future, who I'm battling for. Not even lyrical, it's spiritual, I shatter the floors. You think I do this just to gather applause? Call me borracho, how I got so much bars. And every verse comes from the depth of my heart. Music a gift that I received from the start. In 87, me and Ma came apart. She always told me take it farther than far. That love light, so I shine like a star. That love light, so I shine like a star. Yeah, you know who you are. Everybody, yeah, wherever you are. Just shine like a star when it shines from afar. Yes, love light. Yes, love light. Yeah, shine like a star. You know who you are. Yes, yes.
That's all we have for this week. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time here on Phoenix News.